Hey guys, it's your boy Paul Hilse, and today I'm with my amazing student Dre. He's made $16,000 in the past 45 days with working with me. He's absolutely crushing the program. He's doing some amazing stuff. So I just want to bring him on the interview today, talk to him about what he's experienced in the program and the amazing results that he's got. So Dre, do you want to go ahead and introduce yourself, man?
Hey, thank you, Paul. Oh, yeah, of course, man. It's been an amazing journey, I must say, bro. Before joining the program, it was a wild ride, but it for us, my wife and myself, it's a big celebration. It's a big accomplishment. We're extremely happy we found your program. And when I spoke with you the very first time, I felt there was some connection, bro. And when I spoke with my wife after the call, she was like, you know what? I think we're gonna be in good hands. And I was like, you know what? If you felt that way, let's do it. And I think that was one of the most important, one of the smartest move that we made, because I mean, look at us now, 45 days after joining the program, we saw the growth, man.
Yeah.
And a lot of people, getting into programs, they pay a lot of money and they meet a lot of gurus and they hear the fluff.
Yeah.
But we saw the results because we put in the work, and you gave us the opportunity, you gave us a strategy, you gave us everything that we needed, and we ran with it. And so I believe that was what, kind of kept us going and gave us the results that we're now seeing.
Dude, like $16,000 in just 45 days is absolutely insane. So congrats, man. Like that's absolutely huge. Like where were you in your life? Where were you financially? Where was your situation before you met me?
I mean, man, we did a lot of stuff, different jobs and everything. My wife and myself. I just want to, tell you how difficult it was. My wife was working at a hospice, and every day she was dealing with death, and it was extremely stressful for her. I did Uber,
Mm,
and we would, she would work on, uh, some days in the week, and I would work on weekends. So it was a struggle, and we had two kids, and you know, the time, that was one of the biggest problems we had, spending time with the kids. And once we, got into the program, once we got involved in YouTube, full time, I mean, it changed everything.
mm,
Because now we're now able to spend the time with the family.
mm.
We're now able to um, set aside in the entire weekend where we
Right.
could just, just chill as a family and just have fun. And that was one of the things that I've always wanted. And now that we're able to do that, I mean, anybody who does Uber knows the time it takes just to make a dollar, it time consuming. So now that we're able to do this, and we have you by our side, I mean, like, there's nothing else that we could, ask for, bro. You know,
I love
trust
that.
me.
I love
Yeah.
and trust me, that means a lot to me. Now I want to ask you,
Mhm.
like, before you mentioned, when you jumped on a call with me, you're like, this guy is it. Like, I got to go with this guy. Like, why did you choose to work with me specifically? Like, what about me made you guys finally like tip over and like, I got to work with Paul right now?
So listen, we talked to a lot of people, right?
Hmm.
And we went on a lot of calls with, you know, gurus, call them gurus, and it was just something about those calls that just didn't feel genuine.
Hmm.
And we were like, when you're on a call and you feel like they just want to sell you something,
Yeah, yeah,
just
exactly.
want to get you on board just to collect. And I was like, once I talked to you, man, it just felt different. Like, at no point in the conversation you mentioned payment, or you mentioned the thing that stuck out, was, you want to help us. you're in it to change lives. And once you said that, that was when I looked at my wife and she was like, yeah, you know, you want to change lives. And man, who would have thought that what those words actually, you know, were manifested? Like I couldn't have dreamt that 45 days I would have been in this situation where, you know, I'm happy. My wife is happy. My kids, we're happy as a family. We're able now to help,
Mhm.
you know, other family members who were struggling financially. We were struggling financially, and now we're able um, to just dive in and, like, you know, whatever it is, we can help.
I love it. I love it. Like, what about after going through my program? What about my program do you love most? Like, is there something that you noticed that helped you, you know, create $16,000 in passive income so quickly? Like, what was the thing that really helped change your business?
So, you know, a lot of people we've had conversations with about YouTube, right? And they were like, "Hey, we're killing it. We're doing this. We're making a lot of money. You know, this is working for us." But they never tell us what's working, you know, or, you know, but the course, the program had so many strategies,
Mhm.
and it was just the right time for us to implement those strategies,
Right.
you know, that created, like, once we went through the course and we saw all the golden nuggets, man, it was like, you know what? And you looked at the channel, it was like, you know what, guys, we need to make these changes. A lot of people wouldn't even have gone that far, you
Mhm.
know? I'm gonna sell you the course, you go through the course and you figure it out.
Mhm.
But you kept, you know, calling us, and you kept checking in, and you were like, okay, we're going to make these changes. You're going to go through the course, and we're going to implement all these strategies.
Right.
And I think that was what, you know, really worked for us,
Mhm.
because the course had so many golden nuggets, so many things that we thought we knew about YouTube. Is like, whoa, these were like, we've never heard about these strategies. And so once we implemented those, we realized that instead of getting 150 views, we're doing like 2,000 views once we upload a video. And it just kept on going, kept on getting recommended.
Yeah.
And those strategies really work to spike, I would say, the algorithm. And man, you know how to do this, and we trust you with you know, with everything, and it worked.
Oh,
That's all I can say. You know,
it
it just
worked.
worked.
Yeah, it
It
worked.
worked. Yeah,
Yeah.
those strategies really worked. Yeah.
Yeah. So you're saying, like, in the course itself, right? There's a lot of golden nuggets, a lot of
Yeah.
valuable stuff. But you're saying on top of that, you know, we literally came into your life and we helped change your business inside and out. We
Yeah.
hold you accountable, and we're very hands on with the things that we do, correct?
Oh yeah. Yep. You kept staying in touch. It felt like family. It felt like we were getting the help that anybody who had our interest at heart. So it felt good, and it made us wanted to work really hard, right? Because we wanted, we wanted a change
Yeah.
because of what we were, you know, experiencing, you know, the financial stress that we're going on, the having to, you know, to come up with mortgage every month. So we wanted this to work, and you pushed us, right?
Mhm.
You pushed us night and day. You were like, hey, we got to do this. We got to do this. So I mean, it was hard work. It was
Uh,
hard work. I'm be honest with everybody. It's hard work. But
exactly.
once you have somebody who knows exactly how to get it done and the strategies to implement, then it becomes easy. You find joy when you see these kind of results,
Mhm.
because you know that you're putting in everything into, we're not just clients, we're not just students. It I mean, it's really like your, like, family. You know,
Exactly.
you want to make sure that, you know, your family succeed, and so you push us. And man, it, like, every time we you know, we think about it, we're like, we can't believe that we actually, took the jump, and such a short period of time, we're able to change our lives completely. Like, whenever I tell my family about it, like, what? I'm like, yeah, this is what's happening. And it's a beautiful ride, man. And we want to continue.
Dude, it's an absolute honor, man. It's an absolute honor to be part of that ride and to be part of this journey, man. So,
Yeah, yeah.
where do you think, right now your whole life has literally like 180, like, everything has changed, like from becoming financially stressed to like becoming financially independent. Like, where do you think you would be if you like didn't actually join our program and you were just like doing, what you were already doing, becoming an Uber, it's still doing that job. Like, where do you think your life would be if you didn't join?
Eh, it's a good question. And it's something that I don't even want to think about, because I just felt like, I would have been in a dark place.
Mm,
I would have been in a dark place, man, because, it it all comes back to, for me, family. And
mm,
I've always, this has always been, what I wanted to do: spend time with my kids,
mm,
spend time with my family. I don't think Uber would have worked out, because, with COVID and everything. And my wife, it was really tough at work.
mm.
So, man, I don't even know where I would have been if you hadn't stepped in, or if we hadn't. All I can say, the move that we made was what saved us. That's it. That move was what, is now um keeping us going, man. So
Wow. Wow.
yeah. Oh
Well,
yeah.
hello, man. That's amazing to hear. If someone were to be watching this right now, and they're on the fence of working with me, to book a
Mhm.
call to speak with my team, like, what would you say to them personally right now?
Honestly, um I know that there are a lot of people who are in my position,
Mm,
or who are experiencing what I was experiencing. The financial
right.
situation was really bad. And it can take you down the darkest path, man.
Mm,
But I'm telling anybody who's watching this, listen, this opportunity, it only comes once in a lifetime, where you're able to meet somebody that really, have your interests at the heart, somebody who is willing to help. Especially now, everybody's out to make money. Everybody's out to is out for themselves.
yeah.
But I can honestly say to anybody that this program is not geared to, you know, making anybody famous, or making anybody. All I'm saying is that this program is like a lifesaver. A lifesaver. That's what it is. And if you're in the position where you feel like you're not going anywhere,
Mm,
with your job, with your channel, I believe that, Paul, you can help, and you have done so with me. You have the strategies, and that's the key thing about this program: the strategies that you implement in every channel. Like, in where, like, I'm not just the one who is experiencing, this growth. You
yeah.
know, we have other students, we have other family members, sorry, that are doing these kinds of numbers,
Okay.
So it shows that you have some people, hey, I'm the only one getting this, I'm the only one experiencing this. We're all in this together, and we're all experiencing growth.
Yeah.
And that's what's good about this program, is that you're able to stand by everyone's side, and you're able to look over our shoulder, and you say, hey, do this, change this, do this,
Mm,
change this. And the more we're changing, the more we're implementing, we're actually experiencing meaningful growth.
yeah.
And I would tell anybody, man, don't stay on the fence too long, because I don't want to be the only one, experiencing this, Honestly, I don't want to be the only one experiencing this. I want anybody who's listening, who's watching, to experiencing this kind of lifestyle where you're able to spend moments that you cherish with your family,
Wow.
with your loved ones. That's what's, that keeps me going, knowing that I'm able to do that while, the business is being run, and everybody, that's what, people look for. And I think this program does it. So come on board.
I just got like chills from that.
Oh, yeah.
Amazing, man.
Yeah,
Guys, you heard it from the man himself, Dre. This guy's amazing, right? He went through our program. He absolutely crushed it. He put the metal to the pedal. Okay, this guy put in the work. He made $16,000 in 45 days. Guys, this is not like out of the norm. Our students are doing this time and time and time again. And Dre is a prime example of how you can turn your situation into success. He went from an Uber driver to making $16,000 in 45 days. And so if you are on the fence with working with me right now, guys, you hear from Dre. He has worked with him, and he doesn't want to go through the success alone. He wants other people to be uplifted as well. And so if you've been on the fence, go ahead and book with my team. It's going to be in the bio. We're going to see if we're a good fit, and we'll take it from there, guys. I'll talk to you guys soon. You got anything else to say, Dre?
Come on board, man. Come on board.
Come on board. Let's make it happen.
Come on board. Let's make it happen.
Let's make it happen. I'll talk to you guys soon. Peace.